Hello and good evening, and welcome here to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Comets baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or on the iHeart Radio app. Needed Voiles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, producer and engineer back at our 1340 studios. The YouTubers, the Comets are taking on the El Paso Chilhuahuas, the AAA parent club of the San Diego Padres, here in Oklahoma City, as we're getting set for tonight's contest here. Gavin Stone will start for the Comets. He's taking on Jackson Wolf of the Chihuahuas. Before I get started, I do want to apologize for the
happy to have you with us.
Action out
of the AAA Pacific Coast League in this one. It's the
Okay,
El Paso Chilhuahuas.
you can definitely hear me.
And
I do
Oklahoma
apologize
City
if you're not
Comets.
hearing my headset from most of the or all the commentary yesterday because of the fact that my headset just
First pitch
quit
coming at you
as far
right
as
after the
speaking.
break.
So I do apologize if I'm just going to be doing this here on without the
Just about
headset.
set
I
to
will
go
get
now.
one this
And on the
weekend,
hill
so
today, Gavin Stone.
that way it's taken
Here's the
care
info
of.
we've got. Quite the strikeout to walk ratio he's posted this season.
Gavin
Better
Stone
than 4 to
pitching
1.
for the
That
Comets.
is elite
7
control.
start,
And it
2-1
usually leads to a
record.
whole lot of
As
success
Forrest
when you can
Wall
avoid beating
will
yourself
lead
with
off
walks.
today's game.
Obviously, you need to limit hits as well. But
First
he's showing
pitch
some
for
high-level
the
skills on the mound.
Comets for
Forrest
Stone.
Wall,
It's
the
outside
leadoff
for
batter,
ball one,
looks
right away
for
here
one.
at 7:05. Going to be a 6:05 start tomorrow.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That was 1 ball, 1 strike. Stone's next pitch.
1-1
That is
pitch
fouled away. Today's weather, 52 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing at 9 miles an hour to center field. We have Jerry Hillsdale at home plate, Kenny Jansen at first. He would be the crew chief, or Mike Philmore, who's at second base, third base, Rusty Valentine. Actually, he could be the crew chief. Who knows? We'll see. Next pitch for Gavin Stone. Fouled away. Going to be a very good game here tonight between these two teams. Comets trying to take the first 4 games of this 6-game set. As there's a line drive to left center field. That's going to be a base hit going all the way to the wall. And Wall's rounding towards third. Throw is going to be really late, and it's going to be a triple to lead off tonight's game.
Double, but he has exceptional speed, and he's always looking to take the extra base. Terrific hustle and execution for the triple.
Nobody on. One person at third. Runner at third. Nobody out for Mason McCoy. Stone's first pitch.
Hard ground
ball left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0 El Paso.
Strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Top that one a bit, but still made some
RBI single for Mason McCoy.
Infield for a knock.
Didn't get to go over his record in minutes. Here's Urias Gurriel.
Stepping in,
Here's the first pitch for Gurriel. That's called first strike. 200 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs, batting right. Chihuahua's leading 1-0 here in the top of the first with nobody out as far as that is concerned. As here's a line drive to left field. That's going to be caught by Rosario. And there's one away here in the top of the first.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Gavin.
So here's the cleanup hitter.
Here's Gavin Sheets, 357 average, 2 homers, 16 RBIs. He's batting left. First pitch for Gavin.
He swings
out
and
of the way.
fouls one off.
Comets wearing their Ciel Azul jerseys. It is a light blue jersey. Ciel Azul across the front in white scripted letters. Oklahoma City inside the feather.
Foul ball there.
Below. Orange numbers on the front left, orange numbers on the back, white pants, white hats, blue panel, light blue brims with a white CA on the front. Freeland's got it. The second for one. Throw to first in time. That will end the top of the first, but El Paso gets a run on 2 hits and none left. We go to the bottom of the first. El Paso leads it 1-0.
Welcome back.
There's
Our
Jackson
starting pitcher in
Wolf.
this one, Jackson Wolf. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing batters this season. They're hitting under 250 against him. It's not all about the strikeouts. when
There's
you do
Justin
that.
Dean, 333 average, 1 homer, 6 RBIs, batting right.
Well, if he can execute like
Wolf's
that in
first
this
pitch
one.
of the night is a
Justin Dean, the leadoff
curveball
batter,
down low
looks
for
number
ball
1.
1.
1-0.
El Paso in their gray jerseys tonight. El Paso across the front in red scripted letters. Red numbers on the back, black letters on the back, as here's a ground ball to center field. That's going to be caught. Throw to first is going to be a time. Gray pants, black hats, black rims, black panel with the white letter EP on the front. That looked like a base hit there, but surprisingly, it's not going to be a base hit, and that's going to be a ground out. Austin Gauthier, 283 average, 5 homers, 9 RBIs, 2 stolen base, batting right.
Feeling pretty good coming into this one.
Swing and a miss on a curveball way down low for strike 1.
1 out and the base is empty.
Here's the next pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Miss on a changeup for strike 2. 5 RBIs in his last 4 games for Austin Gauthier. Tony Gonsolin, by the way, was traded to the Astros before yesterday's game. Yeah, of course, I know you didn't hear the pregame report, but you saw the trades and all that, which I wish him good luck with the Sugarland Space Cowboys. Or the Houston Astros organization. That's popped up to third base. Blake Dunyan is under it, makes the catch, and there's the second out.
Probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe. The kind of pitch hitters dream about.
David Bodie, 294 average, 6 homers, 11 RBIs, batting right.
Appeared as a pinch hitter yesterday. Back in the lineup for this one.
Yep, back in the starting lineup. Swing and a miss on a fastball way up high
0-1.
in the strike zone for strike 1.
Swing and
here's a line drive to left field. That's going to be a con. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Here comes the throw to second. It's way offline, so it will not be in time, and it's a double for David Bodie.
Center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Two away and a runner in scoring position here.
Here's Ryan Ward, 272 average, 5 homers, 16 RBIs. He's batting left.
Ball game yesterday afternoon.
First pitch.
That one pulled foul.
That's fouled away. We'll look at your stats on Ryan Ward.
Strike 2.
Pitch is swing and a miss.
Stay back and
Strike
track
2.
that left-on-left breaking ball, or you'll struggle with it.
Of course, in real life, there is a double header going to be happening, as that's fouled away, because in real life, the series opener for this series was postponed due to rain, which will be made up as I'm doing this game today. Or actually, it's done yesterday, excuse me. I take that back.
It stays 0-2.
The only catch is this game was 9 innings versus the doubleheader you saw yesterday, as of this taping, was 7 in real life. As that's popped up, McCoy's under it, will make the catch. Now in the first inning, no runs, a hit, and a runner left. We have the second. Chihuahuas lead it 1-0. Excuse me. Apologize for the yawning. I can't stop it. Blake Dunyan, 212 average, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. He's batting left. Stone has thrown 11 pitches. Here's his 12th, and that's called for a strike on a curveball.
Some serious heat. He throws a changeup, a four-seamer, a two-seamer.
If you're hearing thunderstorms, I do apologize. That's spring weather for you in real life. That's foul. Bleh. That was bunted foul. Easy for me to say. as that is now fouled away. They'll be aboard 1-0 El Paso here in the second, as here's a ground ball to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
Runner on base to start the inning.
That's not what the Comets needed.
Right over the middle, and he
El Paso trying to get a game in this series, trying to possibly get a series split.
Had a little breather.
And Stone's first pitch to Cole Roederer is called for a strike. 240 average, no homers, 3 RBIs, batting left. Final series between these two teams here in Oklahoma City. We will see them in El Paso, Texas, which is a hitter-friendly environment we always talk about at Southwest University Ballpark. That's down low for ball 1.
1-2.
We'll go from the final meeting in Oklahoma City to the first ever meeting, as the Comets will stay home to host the Albuquerque Isotopes, as that swung on a miss for strike 3, one away in the second.
And the next batter, Ricken Reyes.
That would be the Albuquerque Isotopes. We have $2
This one got a strike.
as for the second is not in time. It was way late by Gothier.
This offense has been struggling for sure, so it makes sense to get aggressive on the bases and steal second.
They've been really struggling in this series, believe it or not. That's called for a strike.
That's a very quick 0-2.
Ricken Reyes, 242 average, 2 homers, 8 RBIs. He's batting left.
Shift into protect mode. A lot of ways the
Stone's
pitcher can
next
beat you
pitch.
here. Goes
That's
out
called
looking
for strike 3 on a fastball for the
Back-to-back
second
Ks.
out.
Next up for the Chihuahuas, Brett Sullivan. Went hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday.
That's fouled away for strike 1 for Brett Sullivan. 110 average, no homers, 3 RBIs, batting left.
Runner at second, 2 down. That one catches the zone.
Close for a
First base
strike.
open, he can afford to be a little cautious with this batter. Might just pitch around him.
Apologize if I'm yawning. I'm just getting tired, and that's outside for ball 1.
That's a clear overthrow by the pitcher. He's not trying to be that
Gavin
far
really
outside the
just
zone on
needing
0-2.
to be careful. I mean, this is his 7th start. He's
And at
gotten
second with
3
2 down.
decisions. The other 4 were a
This one
no
in the air,
decision.
center
That's
field.
popped up to center field. DePaula is under it.
And
Will make
that
the
will
catch to
retire
end the
the
second.
side.
No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the second. Comets trail 1-0. Like I said, if you're hearing thunderstorms in the background, I do apologize. Alex Freeland, 235 average, 4 homers, 7 RBIs. The switch hitter batting right. Wolves' 14th pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup for strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Wolves' next pitch.
And that one
That's a line drive heading foul on a curveball, and that's now 0-2.
Now here's the 0-2.
Here's the 0-2.
Struck out
Miss
straight.
on a curveball that's
Leadoff batter
inside for
retired here
strike
in the
3
second.
for the first down in the second inning.
Now the left fielder, Eddie
Eddie Rosario, 250 average, 7 homers, 22 RBIs, batting left. First pitch.
Swings and
Miss,
misses.
strike
0-1.
1. Don't remember if Eddie Rosario played yesterday.
Home
I actually need to look it up as I'm taping this. Do not recall if Eddie Rosario played yesterday. I don't think he played yesterday, if I recall correctly. I don't think he did. So it looks like he did not play yesterday.
team down by 1.
Last game he
Bottom half of
played,
the
I
second
believe,
inning.
was on
Here comes the 0-1.
Wednesday.
Rolled softly,
Fouled
but
away.
that goes foul.
2 for 4 with an RBI in his last start. I think that was back on Wednesday.
Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Next pitch.
That's
That's
towards
popped
center.
up. Shortstop is under it. Will make the catch for the second out. You got to give El Paso a lot of credit of trying to make sure they
Next
get a
to hit,
game.
Aaron Broncho.
Aaron Broncho,
Hit was in
292 average,
at-bats in
4 homers,
yesterday's
14
action.
RBIs. Yep, he played yesterday. First
Swing and a
pitch,
miss.
swing and a miss on the fastball inside for strike 1.
0-1.
Rancho, the switch hitter, batting right. And here's a fly ball. You can forget it. Deep left field. This goes over the scoreboard into the Chihuahuas bullpen for a home run for Broncho. His 5th on the year, and we are tied at 1. That's something the Comets needed, and that's their 2nd hit of the night. This one's a homer.
When the pitcher throws a breaking ball over the inside,
That was a breaking ball, and the crowd really excited. I mean, not the start for Jackson Wolf. Remember, he struggled in his last start against Sacramento. As Dalton Rushing is up. A miss on the fastball at Pine for strike 1. 253 average, 3 homers, 10 RBIs. On a 10-game hitting streak as he's batting left. Wolf's next pitch.
And swing
A
and
miss on a curveball for strike 2. 1 for 2 with a single for Dalton Rushing. That was when he was a fill-in person as that swung on a miss for strike 3. That'll end the inning, but Broncho's home run gives the Comets a tie. A run on a hit, no errors, none left. Head to the 3rd. Comets and Chihuahuas tied at 1 apiece. Comets, I do not think, have lost when wearing their Seattle Azul jersey. But Kai Murphy will want to change that. 200 average, 1 homer, 6 RBIs, batting right. Batting left. 3 for 4 with a homer last night.
the pitch.
Next pitch.
Foul ball
Out of the
there.
way. The Chihuahuas really want to go home after this series is over.
0-2, and the delivery.
Next pitch for Stone, swing and a miss on a two-seam fastball called for strike 3 for the first out of the 3rd inning. The top of the 3rd, to be more
Back to the
specific.
top of the order here. Forrest Wall.
Here's
Now at the
Forrest
plate.
Wall.
Started this one with a leadoff triple, then came in to score.
First pitch
That's in there. Strike one.
for
That's a
Forrest
hittable
Wall is
pitch,
called for
but
a
not
strike.
what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that.
Next pitch. Out of the way.
Now here's the 0-2.
Next pitch.
Spoils the
Out of the
two-strike
way.
offering. Another coming up.
Stone's next pitch.
That one
That's
smashed
a
to
line
left
drive to
field.
left field. Oh, Rosario could not make the catch. Here's the throw to second, and it's going to be in time. So that little blunder does not come back to hurt Rosario, as that was nearly an error. Instead of a double, it's now the second out as Mason McCoy, who got an RBI single his first time up, batting right. That's going to be a pop-up. Freeland is under it. And we'll make the catch to end the 3rd. No runs a hit, none left. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Comets are tied with the Chihuahuas, 1-1. As Josue De Paula, Justin Dean, and Austin Gothie are due up for the Comets here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder.
308 average for Josue De Paula, 6 homers, 12 RBIs, 1 steal, batting left. Here's the first pitch.
No,
That's
that's
high
out.
for ball 1. Comets trying to do something they've never done in in any series. Win the first 4 games of the series. That swung on a miss for strike 1 on a changeup that's way down low. They've never done it at home. They've never done it at away. I'd like to make it like to take the first 4 games of that series if that swung on a miss for a curveball for strike 2.
Calls for time at the plate. He gets
Time
it.
is called as I got something in my eye.
And now the 1-2.
Apologies for that. Next pitch.
Ripped into the
There's a
outfield.
line drive going foul.
Got the
Swing and a
batter
miss on
swinging.
a switch.
They get the leadoff batter here in the
For strike
3rd.
3, 1 away in the 3rd. Now bring up Justin Dean.
Played for Oklahoma City, Justin Dean. 2 hits
That's
yesterday.
about his first
One
time
was a
up,
homer.
batting right. Wolf's first pitch.
Swing and a miss.
With a miss. That's tipped up high for strike
Tie him
one.
up on the hands. That's a good spot.
And just should let that one go. Next pitch for Jackson Wolf.
Ball.
That's ball one.
Tied
1-1
up
tie
early
here in the
ball
third.
game.
One away, nobody on. Wolf's next pitch.
And that one fouled off.
That's fouled away. Pitch.
Goes down
And a
swinging
miss on a
for the
curveball down
strikeout.
low for strike
straight
three
retired
for
to
the
begin
second
the bottom
out
of the
here in the
third.
bottom of the third.
So 2 down
Now
now,
batting,
and here at the plate, Austin Gauthier popped out the
Austin
first.
Gauthier popped up his first time out, batting right. Wolf's first pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball that's way down low on the right side for strike one. 2 for 5 with 2 homers and 2 RBIs in his last start. That was back on Wednesday. Swing and miss, strike two.
No ball.
That would be
2
his
strikes.
last. That was probably yesterday.
It's
That's
1 ball,
outside
2
for
strikes.
1 because Hunter Fiducia was the catcher. So they're going back and forth between
2 outs,
Gauthier
bases
and
empty.
Hunter Fiducia. Next pitch.
Right side.
There's a ground ball to the first baseman, and will be the end of the third. 1, 2, 3 go the Comets. We go to the fourth. It is 1-1 tie. Chihuahuas with 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Comets 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Native Vols here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. The YouTuber, our producer, and engineer back in our 1340 studios tonight.
We're back here at the
Leading off
ballpark.
for
Ben
El
Gelman
Paso,
here with
the
you,
first
and set to
baseman,
lead
number
off the
10,
fourth, Yuli Gurriel.
Urieski Gurriel in real life was designated for assignment. Don't know if any team has picked him up or not. We'll see. First pitch.
Clips the corner.
Called first strike. 2 for 5 with an RBI last night for Gurriel. Next pitch.
Late on that fastball.
Miss.
He
Strike
must have been
one.
sitting on something off speed. Foul ball, still
Fouled
0-2.
away. Next pitch.
On the ground,
Fouled
right
away.
side, and that's just foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Next pitch for Stone.
Popped
That's
up.
popped up on a cutter. Gauthier is going to be under it. Make the
There's
catch.
one
One
down.
away. Correction, it's Dalton Rushing and Hunter Fiducia.
Designated
That's the
hitter.
catcher, not
Yeah,
Dalton
Ben.
Rushing. I apologize about that.
Sheets.
What happens
Stepping
when
to
I'm
the plate
recording
for
at
El
3 in the
Paso,
morning?
Gavin Sheets. 2 for 5 to finish out the series on Wednesday.
Yep.
Swing and a ground ball
Base
up the middle,
hit.
base hit. So 1 on now with
Fifth
1
hit
away.
for the Chihuahuas.
Now
No
batting.
question.
They're the Chihuahuas are going to be aggressive. You know, they are trying to avoid an 0 for
I know when I
4
was playing second base
series,
in
and it's
baseball
called for
back
strike.
in the day, I had no interest in charging grounders like that one.
Denyon 1 for 1 with a single, his first time up.
Down
Swing
0-2,
and a
swings
miss.
through it.
Go for strike 2. Probably not dirt here for you guys as far as my commentary. Next pitch.
And a foul ball,
That's
so he
fouled
stays
away.
alive. Sheets leading
You would
off the
already
first
see
with
the
1
results
out.
from yesterday's game if you haven't seen it.
Hot shot to third, but caught for the out. Might need
Over
to
the
do something
first,
to reset your
runners
karma.
back in
That
safely
might
for
have
the second
base hit
out.
written all over it. Just some bad luck.
Paul
So up
Roederer
next, Cole
trying out
Roederer
his first
went
time
down
out.
on strikes the first time through.
First pitch. Fouled
Bashed down
away.
the right side, but foul. Edge of the
It's
zone,
called
called a
first strike.
And the
Way
count is
outside.
0-2.
That would have been ball
2
1.
gone,
Instead,
but
it's
the
called
go-ahead
first
run
strike
is
2.
at first. Top half of the fourth.
That's not even close to being a strikeout.
right
Looked like a ball to me.
And it goes
That's
just
fouled
foul.
away. I saw the replay. That clearly looked like ball 1, not strike 2.
I don't think he snapped off that breaking ball the way he wanted to.
Here's the 50th pitch for Stone.
Fights it off. We'll see
Out of the
another.
way. If you haven't been with us for the season, all the games against Sacramento will be at Sutter Health Park. I don't care if it's at a fictional ballpark. I'm still doing the series at Sutter Health Park. I mean, the YouTuber and I have already made the agreement that we're going to be doing, as that's fouled away, that all the Sacramento games away are going to be at Sutter Health Park. I know that sounds a bit cliche, but to be fair, that's the only minor league ballpark, as that's called for a strike. 1-2. 1 run, no runs a hit, and a runner left for El Paso as we go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 tie. But back to my point that, that's the only hitter-friendly environment we're going to be playing at is Sacramento. Don't care if it has A stuff. The fact is, it's a real ballpark, and I don't like these fictional ballparks, as that's fouled away by David Bodie. 18th round draft pick in the 2012 draft for David Bodie. He doubled his first time up. He's batting right. We're going to miss on a changeup for strike 2. So it's going to be really fun to play at a hitter-friendly environment of Sacramento, knowing no lead is going to be safe. If you're the Comets, you should be worried. And that's a line drive to deep left field. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Bodie's going to head for second. Throw is not in time for his second double of the night.
Nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Got out in front, but didn't allow
he's had 2 doubles so far, David Bodie, that is. And that's incredible. Now we'll bring up the next hitter after you see the replay. Yeah, or this time not in time.
The next to hit.
That'll be Ryan Ward, who popped out his first time up. Batting left, first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Going to be really interesting. 5 home runs so far this season. He's been having like RBI galore until he finally hit that darn home run. Referring to Ryan Ward. Swing and a miss, down low for strike 2. 1 for 4 with a home run yesterday for Ryan Ward. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, way up high, but he still swung at it for strike 3 for the first out in the bottom of the 4th. Alex Freeland. Switch hitter batting right. First pitch, way high for ball 1. Struck out his first time out, 143 with runners in scoring position. Trying to not waste this opportunity. Here's the next pitch. Out of the way.
Off to the right. The lefty readies. Here's the 1-1. Swings through that one.
That's strike 2.
Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. Swing and
That's strike 3. 2 away in the bottom of the 4th.
The left fielder, number 9.
Next up for the Comets, Eddie Rosario. Flied out the first time.
Eddie Rosario has been really struggling of late after hitting a lot of dingers. First pitch for Wolf, way outside for ball 1.
Bodie at second, 2 away.
Bodie is at second with now 2 away here in the 4th. Comets trying to not waste this opportunity. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
1-1.
It was way too early. Here's the next pitch. That's fouled away. And the rain has already restarted again outside my bedroom.
Runner at second with 2 down. Foul ball
All
still
the
1-2
way.
count.
As of this taping, hope everybody's excited for Friday Night SmackDown tonight.
And
Swing and a
a
miss,
swing
strike
and
3.
a miss.
Now in the fourth, no runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the fifth. The Comets and the Chihuahuas are down at 1.
But as a pitcher, that's okay as long as you're getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of the jam.
We'll see how long the Comets can try to get something going. Chihuahuas, I know, will get something going.
On to the next inning, and
we
now
start
at the
the
plate,
fifth.
The second baseman, Ripken Reyes.
First pitch. Foul
Swing
away.
and a foul straight back.
Valtier's going to get it. Throw to first.
Swings to first.
One away in the fifth.
The leadoff batter retired in their half of the fifth. And here's the catcher.
Brett Sullivan flew out his first time up, batting left. Stone's first pitch. That's a line drive. Bodie has got it. Throw to first on the second out. That was about to be a base hit there for Sullivan. Instead, it's a second out.
Murphy.
Now it's the right fielder.
Remember the Comets
3 hits in the loss yesterday.
last series, last time these two teams
Such a
met, which
close
was
game.
back
The
in
next team to score
now
could take
April.
all
The last
momentum
series
they
we
need.
saw these Chihuahuas, the Comets threw a crapload of errors
Grounder to the left side.
and
Foul ball.
really came back to haunt them. This time around, they've cleaned up their defense, so they've done a little bit better of a job not committing any errors, and that's called for strike 3 on the slider. Now on the fifth, 1-2-3 go the Chihuahuas.
Fifth coming up, all tied 1-1.
1-1 as we enter the bottom of the fifth, but a lot of errors in the first series between these two clubs.
Bottom half of the fifth.
Hopefully it'll
and
change when we
Designated hitter.
are done with this series.
Goes 5'9", 23 years old.
Comets will stay
And he's a
home to
native
host
of
the
Venezuela.
Isotopes. And that's fouled away. That goes into the Comets dugout. Broncho was acquired in free agency last year. Love Aaron Broncho.
Ball.
Down low, ball 1.
1-1.
It is definitely 1-1. Wolf's next pitch. Fouled away. First year as the OKC Comets. Last year was the OKC Baseball Club.
1-2 pitch.
Champions 2 years ago.
Down in the dirt. Swing
Let's strike 3. And there's the first out of the fifth inning, the bottom of the fifth, as we're halfway through this game.
So digging in, Dalton
Rushing.
struck out swinging the first time.
Struck out his first time up. Batting left. Wolf's first pitch.
Swing and a
There's
drive.
a line drive to deep
pretty
left
far back
field, going back to the wall, and it's gone! Dalton Rushing's 4th home run of the season goes past the scoreboard into the Chihuahuas bullpen, and the Comets take a 2-1 lead here in the
That
fifth.
home run and helping the team take the lead. That's a great job of
That was a good
recognizing the
hit
breaking
for
ball.
Dalton
Even
Rushing.
there, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over
That's
the middle.
I believe the
Instead,
4th
he
hit
stayed
for the
back
Comets
and got
tonight.
every bit of it.
I'll double check to confirm that. Same place as what we saw the first home run with David Bodie.
With one out, and now the center
And now
fielder,
Josue De Paula is up,
First
popped
at bat
out
was
his
a
first
strikeout.
time up, batting.
This one the other way.
That's a blooper that's going to get caught for the second out for Josue De Paula.
Now batting, right fielder, Justin.
We head back to the top of the lineup. Coming up to the
I'll bring
dish
up
for
Justin
Oklahoma
Dean,
City,
0 for
Justin
2 tonight.
Dean
First pitch,
takes a strike.
called for a strike. Ground out on the first, strikeout on the third. Signed with the Dodgers via free agency for Justin Dean. And, oh, you can forget that. Deep left field. It's the second home run for Justin Dean, who belts it over the scoreboard next to the Chihuahuas bullpen.
It's 3-1.
It's 3-1.
He's gone deep in back-to-back games, and his timing looks pretty good at the plate right now.
Homered yesterday, homered again today. Oklahoma City's getting their bats working.
Inside fastball there. He may have been hunting something on the outer
That was a
edge,
good,
kept the hands in,
good
and blasted
hit.
that
So
one out for the round tripper.
2 home runs here in this bottom half of the 5th. And almost in the exact same area
So 2 down.
as
Now
all
it's the
3 of their
shortstop,
runs.
Austin
As
Gauthier.
Gauthier is up. He's 0 for 2 tonight.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a
Nice
miss. Down
changeup.
low for strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Pop down the first. Unassisted ground out to first in the 3rd. Comets could easily win the series regardless what happens in El Paso. As the next pitch is swung on a miss. Patino's warming up, so is Stephen Pollock.
Getting loose out there. Kolek also throwing.
That battery's good, so that's good news.
0-2, rocks and fires.
Next pitch.
Pitch in the
That's
dirt.
down low, ball 1.
2 runs in to score in the
Jackson
inning.
Wolf has
Bottom half
really
of the
been
5th.
struggling in this game here tonight.
Fly
That's a
ball to right.
blooper to right field. This is going to get troubled, but it's going to be caught by the right fielder to end the inning.
But
But 2 runs, both of them homers.
Leaving the yard. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
There's the second one, so Rushing and Dean
We're set for the
homering.
top of
Leading
the
off
6th
for El
inning. Digging
Paso,
in for the
the center
Chihuahuas,
fielder,
Forrest
number
Wall.
27, Forrest Wall.
It's Forrest Wall.
That one pushed foul.
That's going to be
out of play
popped up
off to the
and
left.
fouled.
He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a good
He's already
shot
at
to do
60
damage.
pitches. So here's a ground ball to right.
Makes the grab.
Line drive to right field. That's going to be caught by Dean for the first out
Now
of
batting,
the 6th.
shortstop, Mason
Next up for the Chihuahuas, Mason McCoy.
That was a good
1 for 2,
hit
had
for
an
the
RBI knock
Comets.
back in the first.
Chihuahuas trying to avoid a
Hitters in this lineup
9th
have been
consecutive
aggressive
loss.
early in the
0-1.
count, swinging a lot, but then when
In
they get
danger
down,
of
they need to
losing
be
4 in a
little
row.
more
And like I
patient.
said,
Maybe they take
regardless
some
for the
pitches and extend the
Comets,
at-bats, try to
if
get
they
some
win
base
this
runners
game,
on board.
regardless what happens tomorrow and Sunday, they win the series against the Chihuahuas.
Swings
And they
through.
might have the upper hand going into their final series when we head to El Paso later in the season.
Coming up to the dish for El
As
Paso,
Uriesi
Yuli
Gurriel.
Pitch
Their pitch is outside.
One. Really frustrating day for the manager. This offense isn't showing a whole lot right now.
Chihuahuas really need to get something going. I know they're good in real life. I've seen El Paso. They're a great team in real life.
Set down 7 straight. Splits the
That's
middle.
called for a
That's
strike.
It's a ball and
But
2 strikes.
the thing
2
is
outs,
that,
bases
as
empty.
here's the next pitch.
Not
That's
close
swung
with
on
that
a
one, but
miss
still
for
chased.
strike
That's a
3.
Up with it.
Or
Fires
the
to first.
first in
And it's
time in the
time
1,
for
2,
the
3
third
top
out,
of the
and that
6th
ends
for
inning.
the
No runs,
Chihuahuas.
no hits, no errors. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up as we approach the bottom of the 6th. Oklahoma
Bodie,
City with
Ward,
the
and
lead,
Freeland.
3-1.
now pitching for
Back now
El
for the
Paso,
That's
bottom
Luis
of the
Patino,
6th.
the new
And
pitcher
there's
for
the
the
mountain,
Chihuahuas.
Luis Patino.
Luis
Good first
Patino.
matchup
And
as
here's
he
David
enters here. He's
Bodie. Doubled in the first and in
done
the
a good
4th, as
job
we're now
limiting
here in the
right-handed
bottom of the
batters like this one this
6th.
season.
First pitch for
Hit on the
Patino.
ground
Here's
to
a
the right side.
ground
And
ball.
that's
That's
just
foul. 2 doubles with 3 RBIs for David Bodie. Got an bases clearing
0-1.
double
That one fouled
out
off.
of the way. YouTubers talked about, the Comets need something going in a positive way. Well, looking at this game, as that swung on a miss for strike 3. First time Bodie has been retired tonight.
So here's the cleanup.
I'll bring up Ryan Ward. Popped down the first strikeout in the 4th.
Swings and misses.
And that's strike
And
1.
that's strike 1. Movement in the
0-1.
bullpen. Sean Reynolds preparing to come on if needed.
Where Stephen Kolek is still pitching. Nothing going on in the Comets bullpen to the
0-1 to deliver.
left center field.
Foul ball
That's
there.
fouled away for Ryan Ward. Actually, we're going to have some movement going on. Jose Fleury and Michael Kopech will be warming up in the Comets bullpen. So there's already movement going on
0-2,
in
here's the
that.
pitch.
Here's the next pitch for Patino.
Runs
Swing and a miss,
96
strike
to avoid
3.
the K.
There's the
And
second
he should
out.
be
Here's Alex
struggling out there
Friedland.
right
The
now.
second baseman,
3
Alex
pitches, all heaters, and he gets the K.
Friedland.
Impressive stuff.
Here's the first
Freeland
pitch. Swing and a
in the
miss, strike
box,
1.
comes up empty with a
It's
swing there.
0-1.
He's started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory.
Next pitch.
Swing and a miss. That is
Strike
strike
2.
And that's number 8.
0-2.
Only 1 to go.
So we got Fleury warming up. Remember, Fleury was acquired in a
Here comes the
trade.
0-2
Let's keep
pitch.
that in mind.
That's inside.
1-2.
Way
Now
inside
that
for
the
ball
immaculate
1.
inning is off the table, he needs to focus up and attack to get this third out.
We'll give you your final numbers in just a second as that's fouled away for Freeland. As that's not those stats I want. No, that's not the stats I want. But there we go. Final stats for Jackson Wall. 3 runs, 5 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Gavin Stone's going to be done after 6. Well, actually, I don't know if they're going to be ready or not. Could go for a 7th.
Swing and a miss.
We're going to miss strike 3, and that
And a
one in
nice
the
frame
inning.
on the mound. He sets them down 1-2-3. They go
As
down
he's
in
going
order.
to the wrong dugout. You're supposed to be going to the Comets dugout there, son. There we go. He just now
We go to the
realized
top
his
of the
mistake.
seventh. Stepping to the plate for
He went to the
Hassel,
wrong
Gavin
dugout.
Sheets.
Oh my goodness. Top of the 7th. Comets lead at 3-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Comets. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the Chihuahuas. I'm Dean Bulls here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Here's the first pitch for Stone on that number, as that's called for a strike. The YouTuber, our producer and engineer, back at our 1340 studios here tonight. That's fouled away.
They have to attack on the first pitch. Chances are it'll be in the zone. And the
That's
slider
high.
just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comets lead 3-1 here in the 7th.
Keeps the AB
Chihuahuas
going
once
with a foul
again
ball.
take
That's
the
kind of pitch he
lead to
likes
start the
hammer
game,
a
but then
bit away so
struggle
he
in
can
the
extend
later
the arms.
stages of the
This
game.
time, though, he wasn't quite able to
That's
square
fouled
it up.
away. The good news is it's not going to be quote-unquote EU blue for the Chihuahuas. The bad news is they need to get something going here in the 7th. If they want to have any chances of winning this game and avoiding an 0-4 start to the series, as that's fouled
We'll
away.
reset and do it again.
This may or may not be the last pitch for Gavin
Spoils the
Stone, as
two-strike
that's fouled
offer, and
away.
another coming up.
This will be his last batter, don't get
And
me
the
wrong.
1-2.
Next pitch.
Battling here.
Fouled
fouls it
away again.
1-2 offer.
Next pitch. That's a line drive to left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the
Hustling for
wall.
2. Now around
That'll be it
second
for
and digging
Gavin
for 3.
Stone.
Can't pick it up with the bare hand.
And he can't
And
pick
that
it
is gonna
up.
bring the tying run to the
I
plate.
was just talking about, the offensive. They're going to
And
give
that
him a
sensational
triple.
plate discipline pays off right here. Got deep into the count, but he didn't panic, and he came through in the clutch.
That'll be it for Gavin Stone.
Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Gavin Stone, done for the night. And a nice effort in this start, no doubt about it. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Yep, that'll be it for Gavin.
Now pitching.
So they turn
Here
things
comes
over to
Michael
Michael
Kopech, the new
Kopech.
pitcher for the
To
Comets.
deal with a runner on third.
Give him some warm-up pitches. Clay Dunyan is going to be the first one that will greet
Next to hit, Clay
Kopech.
Dungan.
First pitch for Kopech, that's called for a strike. 101 miles an hour, 1 for 2 for a single for Dunyan. 218, 2 homers, 5 RBI. Single in the second, line down the 5th.
And the tying runs at the plate.
Pitch.
That's a ball.
Slider outside. 167 average for Clay Dunyan with runners in scoring position.
Swing and a
And 2.
1 and 2, the count.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch for Kopech. There's a line drive to deep right field. This is going to be caught. But nope, it's not caught. That's all the way to the wall. That will score a run. It's an RBI triple for Dunyan, and it's 3-2. So that'll be a run charge for Gavin Stone.
They're back within a run. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Now a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. Nobody out.
I thought Postboy was going to catch
in for the Chihuahuas, Cole Roederer.
It's called for a strike. 0 for 2. Struck out in the second and in the fourth, but it was looking. Next pitch. There's a line drive to right field. This will tie the game. That will mean Gavin Stone will figure a no decision. And that will tie the game up here at 3 on a sac RBI for Cole Roederer. That was what the Comets did not need, so that means neither starter, Jackson Wolf or Gavin Stone, will figure a decision. That has happened to Gavin Stone now twice against the Chihuahuas. Pitching well, figured a no decision. Except the last time he started against the Chihuahuas, he struggled. Well, that's a fly ball to right field. Dean's under it for the second out. So Kopech gets a run charged on a couple of hits. As Brett Sullivan's up 0 for 2 tonight. There's a line drive to left field. DePaula is under it, will make the catch. Now in the inning, but the Chihuahuas get a couple of runs on 1 hit. No errors, none left. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. Comets and Chihuahuas are tied at 3. So 2 runs, 2 hits, none left. Wandy Peralta. Wandy Peralta. 10th game, 1-0 record, 3 holds, 10 innings, .90 ERA.
And now it's going to be Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario will lead off. Pop down the second, strike out in the fourth. Comets now tied 3-3. They were up 3-1 until the Chihuahuas tied it up.
Little chopper rolls
out of the way for strike 1.
The 0-1 from the lefty. Swings through that one for
strike 2.
At a certain point, you have to commit to swing or take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled.
That's outside.
Ball 1 there.
This is what the Comets really feared. So, a tough decision. That swung on and missed for strike 3. 1 away in the 7th. As Aaron Bracho will be up.
Aaron Bracho. He's already gone yard
Jose Fleury will pitch in the 8th. Avalar is going to be in the Comets bullpen warming up.
Chases that
strike 1. Bracho homered in the 2nd, struck out his last time up in the 5th. Just past the stretch here in Oklahoma City, 3-3.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2. A bit out in front there. Might have thought it was the heater.
Should let that one go.
And 1-2.
It's outside. I'll give you the update on Los Angeles Dodgers during our post-game report. If the string pulled up,
we'll do it again.
So far so good. Peralta's next
now the
pitch.
1-2 pitch.
Fouled away.
We'll reset and do it again. That one not
outside on a slider for ball 2.
1 out and the base is empty.
3-3 tie here in the 7th after the Chihuahuas tied it up in the top of the 7th.
Swings and
misses. Strike 3, 1 away in the 7th.
Here's the catcher.
2 away.
He's already homered in this ball.
Rushing. Homered in the 5th, struck out in the 2nd. Excuse me. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
I'll be back to recording.
And that one fouled off.
That's fouled away. Out of the way.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one is foul. We'll see another. Now here's the 0-2.
0-2, so then strike three.
Strikeout.
Oh, in the seventh. 1, 2, 3 to go to the Comets. Go to the eighth. 3-3 tie.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth.
Fleury.
Jose Fleury. And
Jose
left-handed
Fleury.
batters have had her number this season. She needs to be on top of her game right here.
That's a nice dirt
And
for the
now,
announcer.
Kyle Murphy, 0 for 2 with a pair of
Fleury's first
strikeouts.
pitch.
Slides,
Ball,
but it
that's
gets
going to be a
by.
base hit. Justin Dean just missed it. Looking at the replay, yeah, missed it by an inch.
The center
Aggressive
We got a
approach
hit.
paid off there. Found something he could hit. He put a very good swing on that one. Even if he couldn't elevate it, sent it whirring through the infield for a knock. Nice approach. And they've got some choices now with good speed on the bases. Forrest Wall will hit next.
Forrest Wall, first pitch. There's a
Swing
fly
and a
ball,
crushed
deep left field.
It's got a
Rosario going
chance.
back will make the
Snags it on
catch.
the warning track.
And there's one away here in the seventh. Or in the eighth, excuse me.
The batter, the shortstop, Mason McCoy.
And now the shortstop,
Here's
Mason
Mason
McCoy.
McCoy.
1 for 3. Fouled
That's
off.
fouled
He was
away. Final line for Dalton Rushing, as like I said, that will second blown save for Michael Kopech. 2 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 7 strikeout. Pitched well. Unfortunately, will figure a no decision. Kopech, 1 run, 1 hit, no walks, no strikeout. His second blown save.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Next pitch.
Foul ball there.
Fouled away.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play.
Next pitch.
That one
That's a line drive. This is going to be trouble. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to bounce all the way to the wall. That will score the runner as he'll come home, and the Chihuahuas lead it 4-3, just like that.
Right there to give them the lead this late in the ball game. Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a
Well,
knock.
that's what I was talking about. You know, the Chihuahuas trying to avoid an 0-4 in this series, and you know, this is what happens.
1 out and a runner at second. Yuli Gurriel
Yeah.
getting ready to
Yuri
hit.
Gurriel, Yurieski Gurriel,
Fastball for a
called for a
strike.
strike. That's his actual name, Yurieski Gurriel. Even though it says Yuri Gurriel, the announcer called it Yurieski. Line down the first, pop down the fourth, strike out in the sixth. So we already know who could be on the line for the loss, unless the Comets tie it up. Then it's a no
He swings
decision.
and fouls one off.
136 with runners in scoring position
McCoy,
for
the runner at second,
Gurriel.
1 away.
Fleury's next pitch.
Just off the
Way outside for ball one. 12,712 fans here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark tonight. Next pitch. That's a
Fly ball
pop-up.
right field.
Freeland is going to be under it.
Puts it away
Make the
for
catch
the
for the second out.
Some good fundamentals from the infielder.
Runs
as
it over
he
to Ryan
ranged back
Ward.
on that play. You can lose track of where you are
Gavin
and start
Sheets.
worrying that you're going to
2 for
collide
3
with the
tonight.
outfielder. Nice
First
catch.
pitch.
Sheets
That's called for a
stands in
strike.
now and watches strike one.
500 with
Runner at
runners
second,
in
2
scoring
down.
position for Gavin. Fleury's next pitch.
And that one
Fouled
fouled
away.
Missed
It's
inside.
inside ball one.
1-2.
Chihuahuas lead it 4-3 here in the eighth. Fouled
Fights that one
away.
away. Still 1-2. Man at second
Next
with 2
pitch.
down. Right
Fleury
back
is
to
going
him.
to get it over the first now in the inning. But the Chihuahuas take the lead, a run on 2 hits and a runner left.
In the inning on
Go to the
this
bottom of the
RBI
8th.
double. And the home team's down a
Chihuahuas
run.
lead it 4-3.
Now pitching for
Back now,
El
new
Paso.
pitcher on the mound as we roll
Johnny
into the
Brito.
bottom of the 8th. Johnny Brito will get to work on holding this lead.
Brito.
Well, it's a 1-run ball game.
The line score for Fleury, run on 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, did not retire any of his batters he faced.
Digging in for the Comets, Josue De Paula.
0 for 2 tonight for Josue. Swinging and a miss, strike
Activity in the
1.
bullpen. Tom Cosgrove, the lefty, looking to be getting ready. Kolick also getting ready.
Bullock's been warming up for a while.
Swing and a miss. Nice
Strike-
changeup. That's a
strike
pitch
2.
he's got a
0-2.
lot of confidence in. So much so that he'll throw it 3, maybe 4 straight times if hitters aren't laying off it. Swings through it.
Strike 3.
First.
Or the first, not in time. So that's a strikeout and a wild pitch.
Now batting.
Justin Dean, so that'll be possibly an unearned
And now
run.
the right fielder, Justin Dean. Already a homer for him in this one.
There's a line drive to right field. That's going to be a base hit.
Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. That's the kind
Ring
of hit
run
the
at
rest of the team will
second,
really
go ahead
appreciate.
run at
Clutch,
first.
AB. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. When
Now
it gets
Austin
deep in the
Goff here
zone,
with
then
nobody
drop the
on.
bat head and rip it
Time is
the other
called
way for
before
a
the
knock.
first
This next
pitch.
at-bat is going to be critical.
First start Grotto getting ready to get loose in the Comets bullpen.
Now, Austin Goffier puts this one
That's a
in the
pop
air down
up.
the line. One away.
That's one away in the 8th.
Next up for the Comets, David Bodie. Runner takes off for third. Pitches outside. Throw to third. He's
Third.
out.
Got him.
Oklahoma City with the go-ahead run in the batter's box.
Yeah.
Runner goes again. Pitch misses.
Throw is now not in time.
And now another
Stolen base
hit
for
could even this
Justin
one
Dean,
up.
his first. We'll see the replay. Yeah, he got a nice little speed. He's got some good speed, Justin Dean. Last loss for the Comets was a walk-off loss against Salt Lake. That was the last time they ended up in the L column, as that's swinging a miss, strike 1.
Two-one pitch coming, and the runner goes again. Swing and a miss.
That's going to be wide. That's going to be wide. And that result is going to be a E2 and a run will score, and it's tied.
As throwing to second, and the catcher just
He
had
went
an
to throw it at
unfortunate
third.
misfire
It
on
goes
that one.
wide to left field. Justin Dean ended up running to go home.
2-2.
And we are tied just like that. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the 8th.
That ends the inning. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish in this one.
So that will be
and we are tied at 4.
That will be a stolen base and a throwing error on the catcher, and we are tied at 4 just like that.
Play Duncan.
Wow.
And that drops in for a strike.
Something that the Comets don't get a chance to capitalize, and they capitalize it on El Paso's mistake. Wow, and that's a base hit.
So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Oh my goodness.
Excellent game with the bat. Bit risky from the pitcher with that inside breaking ball to the opposite.
That was a mistake El Paso did not need to make, and it comes back to bite him. Strikeout in the second and the fourth for Cole Roederer. Sack fly, which he got an RBI, his 4th of the year, in the 7th.
And that's
Low ball 1.
Good job to let the low one go there. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2.
Next pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. Rosario going back near the warning track will make the catch for the second out. Or for the first out, I'm sorry. Here's Ripken Reyes.
Ripken Reyes, 0 for 3.
First pitch.
A ground out and a strikeout. This one's in the dirt. Throw to second,
not in time. That's a wild pitch. That'll be a wild pitch by Dalton Rushing. Next pitch.
Try to get him chasing.
That's outside. Well, the Comets took advantage of an error, as that's called for a strike, on El Paso's mistake. So that will be a stolen base and a throwing error for the catcher. We're seeing a very good game here today. Fly ball to left field. DePaula going back will make the catch. Here's the throw to third. It's going to be offline. Well, and that will be a sac fly to advance the runner 90 feet to home as Brett Sullivan's up.
0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
2 flyouts and a ground out for Brett Sullivan.
2 down
All for a strike.
Go-ahead run in scoring
Fleury's
position.
next pitch.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's outside. Next pitch. Check swing called for a strike.
Yes, it's a strike.
2-1's the count.
Next pitch for Fleury.
Breaking ball through
Strike
there for a
2.
strike. That was a hanging slider, and he got a great look at it. Might be the most hittable pitch he'll get in this AB.
Next pitch. Fouled away.
The Chihuahuas.
Now the Comets can just win it in the bottom of the ninth. And that's outside ball 3 by Murphy on deck.
In the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Pitch. Line drive over the first, and that won the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. Comets have a chance to win it and go to the bottom of the ninth.
Coming up, and we are tied at 4.
As Fleury puts up a 0.
Ready for the bottom of the ninth. And now
As
the
Ryan Ward pumped down the first, strike down the fourth and the sixth.
Ryan Ward. Time called for.
Time is called before the first pitch. Avila is going to pitch if we get to the 10th. Burrito's first pitch.
Foul ball
Out of the way.
Out in front a bit on that fastball, and as a result, he pulled it foul. He needs to stay back and think up the middle.
Next pitch.
Not even close
Outside
there.
ball 1. Ryan Ward represents the winning run. Next pitch. Out of the
Swing
way.
and foul straight back.
If that's the case, and Jose Fleury, who pitched 2 innings tonight, would get the win.
Got the batter
Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Leadoff
Put
hitter
away in the
retired here in the
ninth.
ninth.
Alex Freeland, the switch hitter, batting left. He struck out in the second, fourth, and
Oklahoma
the
City,
sixth.
Alex Freeland. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts so far.
Here's the first pitch.
3
Swing and a
outs
miss,
already
strike
for him in
1.
this one, but he
It's
has to
0-1.
shove that aside and focus on this at bat right now.
Next pitch.
Comes up
Swing
empty.
and a
Strike 2.
miss.
That sinking fastball
No
looks
balls,
really
2 strikes.
hittable out of the hand, but the
Time.
late movement just makes it dive under the
And
bat.
called before the 0-2. The next pitch for Burrito.
Pitch misses.
Outside
2
ball
strikes.
1. Comets need a run. That's it. Just a run.
Gets a
Fouled
piece
away.
there, we'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty here in the ninth. Swing and a miss, that one in
And
the
then
dirt.
that's strike 3. which is down low, and there's the first out, or second out of the ninth.
Here's the left fielder,
Eddie Rosario.
Infielders and outfielders shifted over to the right.
Yeah, in case this is going to be a walk-off.
Foul
Out of the
ball
way. Pop down the second, strike out in the fourth and the seventh. 0 for 3
Trying to send this one into
Next
extra
pitch.
frames.
Swing and miss. Now
Nice
the
changeup.
Comets down to their final
0-2.
strike in regulation.
Foul
Out
ball
of the
that saves
way.
0-2.
Remember, when the Comets were down their final strike, they won it on a grand slam, ironically, with Eddie Rosario. Next pitch.
And
Swing and a miss,
misses
strike
for the
3.
hat trick.
Well,
Nice
in the
job out
inning.
there as he gets them 1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
No
We go
runs
to
on no
extras.
hits,
To the
no
10th inning we
errors,
go.
no one left.
It is
Couldn't finish it
Comets
in 9
and
innings. We're
Chihuahuas
off to
tonight.
extra frames. And
Now pitching.
back now, and we're in
The
extras.
winner.
A new arm on the mound here in the top half of the inning.
Lunar
The winner,
Avila.
Go ahead, run
Leading
on.
off
Brett Sullivan, the runner
Digging
at
in, Kai
first.
Murphy.
Ty Murphy.
Ryan Murphy is up. Avila's first pitch. Ground ball. Ryan
Steps
Ward's
on
going
back.
to take it
Here in
over
the
the
10th,
first for
leadoff
the
hitter
first
is
out of the 10th.
Digging in for the Chihuahuas.
Forrest Wall. First pitch for Avila.
That one pushed
Out of
to
the
the
way.
left and foul.
Go ahead, run is
Not
at
sure I like
is
that
at the
location. Pitcher might be better off busting
at
him in
third.
on the hand so he can't extend and drive one.
out of the way. Another extra inning
Sullivan.
game. Comets have
Third with
lost
one
in
gone this
extras last time out against Salt Lake. That's a base hit, and that's going to give the Chihuahuas the 5-4 lead here in the 10th.
And they've got the lead in extra innings. So up next, Mason McCoy.
Mason McCoy is up.
Fly ball
This
down
could be the
line.
first loss for the Comets
Nobody can
if they don't
there,
get a
and
runner
it's a foul
to
ball.
score. So that's an unearned run for Avila. Avila's, that's
there.
fouled away.
I think the pitcher ought to steer clear.
With the runner
of
at
throwing him
second,
another
that will be
changeup.
an
That
unearned
was
run.
foul, but it was scored.
So they're going to strike
Got
3,
swinging for
2
the
away in the
strikeout.
10th.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. Stepping to the plate for El
Gurieski
Paso,
Gurriel.
Yuli Gurriel.
0 for 4 tonight.
Line to left.
That's a line drive to left field.
And that's
Rosario's
the
going to
end.
get it now in the inning. No run, 1 run, 2 hits, and a runner left by Forrest Wall. Last chance for the Comets as we go to the bottom of the 10th. It'll more than likely be Rosario, the extra batter, or the extra runner.
And here comes the closer.
Number 59.
Tom Cosgrove. Yep, Rosario's at the is the runner at second.
And now the DH, Aaron Bracho.
Cosgrove.
Runner at second with nobody out. Defense will need to make some plays to avoid allowing that run. Foul
Out of the
ball
way.
left side. With the runner at second, the batter is thinking big. He doesn't want to just move the runner along. He wants to drive in the run and pick up the RBI.
Runner,
0-1
yes.
now. And the runner takes off for third.
Drag
Swing and a
two.
miss.
0-2.
And that's another error, and now we'll score a run. We're tied at 5. That's the second time. That's the second time the catcher's throwing an error for the Chihuahuas.
And here's the 0-2.
Here's the next pitch. Fouled away, and that means Broncho can end it. It was actually Broncho who hit the grand slam against the, not Rosario, which I apologize if I said that, if that's the
0-2,
case.
walks and
Next
fires.
pitch.
Struck out
Swing and
swinging.
miss.
Now
Strike
batting,
3.
The
the
leadoff hitter
catcher,
is out.
Shelton.
Dalton rushing. Strikeout in the second. Homer in the
And
fifth.
now,
Strikeout in the
Dalton
seventh.
Shelton.
Wow. Second time they throw to second, or throw to third.
Now
And here's a line drive to left field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. And now the winning run
Makes it to
is at
The winning run
second
into scoring
with
position
one away in the
one gone.
10th.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with one down. That one might as well have been
And
placed
Osque De Paula strike down the 3rd and the 8th, line
on
down
a
the
tee
5th.
right
He could
down the
end it
middle, a
right
hitter's
here,
dream,
right now.
pitcher's nightmare. We'll see if they can clutch up here
Musgrove's
with the
first
winning run in
pitch,
scoring
One ball,
position.
no
outside,
De Paula in the
ball
box with one
one.
away. Looks at ball one.
They're going to try again. That's the second unearned run for this pitching staff.
And now the runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss.
That won't matter because there's
He's
2
out.
away.
You're gonna steal third, you need to get a good jump, and he did, so full marks there. But that was an excellent throw to get him. I'm not sure he'll have the green light to steal
This
if that
time-
happens again.
That swung on a
No fun getting
miss.
jammed like that.
1 and 2's the count.
2 outs, bases empty.
1 strike until we go the 11th. Unbelievable.
And
No,
that's
Outside,
Now
ball
2 and 2.
2. The Chihuahuas could not believe it. The Comets can't believe
And a
it.
foul ball, so he stays alive.
This could end the game.
Off the mark.
That's
Ball
Full count
3.
now. Justin Dean
Full count.
in the
Justin
on-deck
Dean.
circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Got time.
And he asks for time
Oh, brother.
and steps out of the box. Swing and a miss. Chases that one in the dirt. But no chance for the out. Batter takes first on the strikeout.
Now batting.
That's a strikeout and a wild pitch.
Off the heel of the glove. Now he's got odd choice here. They go for the intentional walk, and the runner advances now into scoring position. First and second, 2 outs.
A very questionable decision by the
Very surprising intentional
manager.
walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases.
Now batting.
Here comes the
Third
skipper
baseman,
out of the dugout.
Tate. Now pitching
A new
for
arm into
El
the game.
Paso.
The
Stephen
righty,
Kolak.
Stephen Kolak.
Number 32.
This won't be easy. Coming in with the bases loaded.
Kolak.
David Bodie
David Bodie is up.
digs in now. Skips in, and excellent work to hold that one close. Could have been dangerous.
Ball 1. Double in the second and the 4th. Struck out in the 6th and the 8th. Next pitch.
Hit hard off.
That's a line drive. That will be
And
caught,
headed to the
and that will
11th.
end the inning as the base is left loaded. And we go to the 11th. 3 errors for the Chihuahuas tonight.
Ready to go in the 11th inning. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Gavin Sheets.
Sheets.
Close
No, that
one,
missed.
but
That's
Called
doesn't
for a
get the call.
strike. Urieski
I was
Gurriel.
certain that was a strike. Not my call, though. This pitch gets away.
Oh, and that's going to be for the
Safe.
3rd,
And
not
the
in
head runs
time.
third.
That's a wild
So
pitch.
Lets the runner move up. So difficult for runners at second to read a ball that gets away from the catcher. It can be hard to gauge how much room you have to work with there. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home.
That's an out. That's a big out. 1 away in the 11th.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one fouled
All
off.
the way.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing, and that ball's smashed on a line. 2 away.
2 away.
That's a heartbreaking out for this offense. If that ball had gotten down, they'd have had the winning run aboard and possibly in scoring position. Just a tough break.
Avila trying to make sure to have a 0 on the board. That's outside ball 1.
2 down and nobody aboard. We're in the 11th. On the ground to third.
That's a ground ball. That's a base hit.
So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Next up for the Chihuahuas, Cole Roederer.
Cole Roederer 0 for 3 with a
Late on
sack
that
fly,
fastball.
swing and miss, strike 1.
0-1.
So Fleury won't reach a decision. Luminder Oliva will get the win.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that's ripped to left. Fair ball. Round second headed for third. But he throws on the brakes and gets back to second. Back-to-back base hits. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out.
And that one, the 11th, as they tried to catch stealing, and they got caught.
That will end the inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no
errors.
errors, and 1 runner stranded.
Yep.
We're in extras here.
David
Coming
Bogey
up to
is
the
now
dish
the...
for Oklahoma City, Ryan Ward.
He can end it right here.
On the ground to first.
Over the first,
steps on
there's the
back for
first
the
out.
Now batting.
Once
the
this
second
game is
baseman,
over, we'll
Alex.
have your Comets post-game
Next up,
report.
Comets, Alex Freeland.
Alex Freeland struck out.
Day so
This-
far at the plate, 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
4 strikeouts, trying to be the hero. First pitch.
It's a pitch
Ah.
out. No action, though, and that's ball 1.
Sullivan's
Winning
had
run at
3
third,
errors,
1
2 of
down.
them committed by him. Next pitch.
That one to first.
That's
And
fouled
it's just
away.
fouled. That was close.
Here's the next pitch for Polak.
2-1.
High
Pitch out.
ball
Maybe they were
2.
protecting against the squeeze.
Here's the next pitch for Polak.
And now the 2-1. Chases a high
Swing and a miss,
fastball.
strike 2.
Definitely a
No,
strikeout
it's a count.
situation. If the ball's put in play, the run can
He
score
definitely
in
should
a
have
lot
not
of
swung
ways.
at that. Sack fly or a base hit
2-2
can
now.
end the game right here, right now. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Huge K
And there's
there.
2 away.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma
Eddie Rosario.
City, Eddie Rosario.
We'll be heading to the 12th. There's a ground ball. Reyes trying to throw to home. It's going to be wide, and the Comets are going to win it.
This ball game is over.
As David Bowie, the winning run goes by. Rosario gets an RBI single, and the Comets have won. Walk off the Chihuahuas.
6-5, the final here today.
What a game.
One-run,
No
extra
matter
inning
what,
win.
the Comets
Whole
will win the
outstanding
series
crew here at the
regardless
show.
of the
I'm Ben
outcome
Gilman.
tomorrow.
We'll see you soon.
Lunder Avila will get the win. Stephen Kolek the loss. 6-8-0 for the Comets, 5-13-3 for the Chihuahuas. What a wild game we had. There's Mason McCoy. We're just going to get there. So the winning pitcher will go to Lunar Avila. 2 innings, no runs, 3 hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. He's 3-0. Kolek will get the loss. He is 0-1. 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no runs, no walks, which allowed. So the 1 run will be unearned. And with the win, the Comets not only take Game 4 of this series, regardless what happens tomorrow, they will win the series against the Chihuahuas. And there you see the results 6-5. They'll look to continue the series tomorrow. We'll talk about the pitchers matchup tomorrow for both teams. So we're going to take you through the scoreboard around the rest of the International and the PCL. For Star Wars night, we'll talk about that in just a second. Finals from today as we take you through the AAA report, the International League. First, Memphis beat Louisville 4-2. Quinn Matthews got the win, improves to 4-0. Zach Thompson is 11th save on the year. The loss goes to Wade Miley. He's 4-2. Blake Dunn had 2 RBIs for the Bats. Cesar Perito had a 3-run homer for the Redbirds. Lucan Baker also hit an RBI for Memphis in the contest. Rochester beat Lehigh Valley 6-1. Winning pitcher Josiah Gray, he goes to 4-1. The loss went to Andrew Painter. He's 2-3. No save. Luis Verdugo hit a home run for the Iron Pigs. Andrew Kitchener, Brady House homered for the Red Wings. Jose Tena and Darren Baker had RBIs for Rochester. Toledo beat Worcester 4-1. Alex Lang got the win, improves to 2-0. The loss went to Zach Kelly. He's 1-1, his first loss. Justin Henry Malloy, Tomas Nido, Andrew Navigado, and Trey Cruz had RBIs for Toledo. Tyler Miller, had the only RBI for the Red Sox. St. Paul beat Columbus 3-1. Husker Noda got the win, improves 3-0. Mike Tompkin, his 8th save on the year. Daniel Espino got the loss. He's 2-2. Home run. The only home run for the Saints was a Deshaun Kersley Jr. 3-run homer. And for the Clippers, Micah Price had an RBI for the Clippers. Durham beat shutout Jacksonville 1-0. Jacob Wazapak got the win, improves 2-0. Cole Souser got his 2nd save on the year. The loss went to Yuri Perez. He falls to 1-4. Only run scored was a Colton Lee-Better home run for the Bulls in the 2nd inning. Wilkes-Barre Scranton beat Syracuse 5-3. Will Warren got the win, improves to 2-2. Jake Cousins, his 10th save on the year. Griffin Cannon, his first loss, 3-1. He falls to. Ben Rice hit a 3-run homer for the Rail Riders. Braden Shoemake and Pablo Reyes also RBI'd for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Ryan Clifford had the 3-run homer for the Mets in the loss. Norfolk beat Charlotte 5-1. Winning pitcher for the Tide, Collins Shelby, he's 2-1. The loss went to Kai Bush, he's 2-3. Despite pitching well, which is kind of surprising. Emmanuel Rivera had a sac RBI for the Tides. Huskin Haskin, Luis Valdez, Jordan Adams had RBIs for the Tide, no homers for them. Oscar Colas had an RBI for the Knights as neither team hit a home run. Gwinnett beat Nashville 4-3. Winning pitcher was AJ Schuschauer. He's 2-2. Inoldi Paredes, his 3rd save on the year. The loss went to Robert Gasner. He's 2-2. Mark Canna had an RBI. Manuel Margot also had an RBI. And Wes Clark had a home run for the Sounds. David Fletcher, Drake Baldwin, and Jake Marisnik had RBIs for the Stripers of Gwinnett. Indianapolis beat Buffalo 3-2. Carson Fulmer, the win, improves to 4-2. Nick Robertson took his first loss. He's 0-1. Domingo Palmagani had a 2-run homer for the Bison. DJ Stewart, Matt Gorski also had RBIs to lead the Indians to a win. And finally, the Omaha Storm Chasers shut out the Iowa Cubs 3-0 in the contest. Chandler Champlain got his first win. He's 1-6. Finally snaps his 6-game losing streak as a starter. James MacArthur, his 7th save on the year. Cody Potey got the loss. He falls to 3-2. The only run scored, Nick Pareto, Nick Lofton, and Tyler Gentry had the only RBIs for the Storm Chasers of Omaha. Now to your PCL scoreboard. Round Rock smashed the hell out of Sugarland 11-1. Emmanuel Tadeo got his third win. He's 3-1 with 6 1/3 scoreless innings. The loss went to Hayden Wineski. He's 1-5. Ever since he got that win, he's now lost 5 in a row. Josh Hatcher, Jonathan Ornelas had home runs for the Express. Alan Trejo, Kelvin Pollard, Luis Meneses, Cody Freeman, Tucker Barnhart, also RBIs for the Express. Meneses. Cooper Homer had the only home run for the Space Cowboys. The red-hot Albuquerque beat Salt Lake 5-2 as Albuquerque's in first place in the PCL. Jake Wolfer got the win, improves to 4-0. Diego Castillo, his 10th save on the year. The loss went to Cody Klassen. He's 1-2. Matthew Lugo and Tucker Flint homered for the Bees. Adele Amador had a home run for the Isotopes. Greg Jones and Chris Bryant also had RBIs for the Isotopes in the contest. Reno beat Sacramento in Sacramento 4-1, excuse me. Winning pitcher for the Aces, Shelby Miller, he's 1-4, his first win. John Curtis got his 6th save on the year. Spencer Bivens took the loss. He falls to 1-4. Blaze Alexander and Ilmadaro Vargas had RBIs to lead the victory for the Aces. Osti Levis Bazabi had the only RBI for the River Cats of Sacramento. Tacoma shut out Las Vegas 4-0. Jimmy Joyce got the win, improves to 3-1. JT Gannon got the loss. He's 2-2. There was no save. No home runs in this game. Samad Taylor and Lazaro Montez had RBIs for the Rainiers. And those were the only runs scored in that contest for that team. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers, after taking the day off yesterday, they beat the Atlanta Braves 5-3 to open a 3-game, just open up their big road trip. Evan Phillips got the win, improves to 5-1. Russell Iglesias got his first loss. He's 2-1. Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, the only ones hit home runs for the Dodgers. Blake Snell went 5 innings, 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, did not figure a decision. Tanner Scott picked up his 11th save. Phillips retired all but 3 batters he faced, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Ozzie Alvis, Austin Riley, Sean Murphy also had RBIs for the Braves. Dodgers are 24-8. They will continue their series with the Braves tomorrow night. Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers, Ronaldo Lopez for the Braves in Atlanta. Around the Dodgers minor league system, AA Tulsa are now 1-3 in their homestand against Arkansas. They got shut out 3-0. Tyler Go got the win, improves to 1-1. Sam Carlson, his 3rd loss, he's 1-3. Only runs scored. Ben Ramirez hit a home run for the Travelers. Hogan Windish and Julio Rodriguez had RBIs for the Travelers. Nothing for the Drillers. They will continue their series with Arkansas tomorrow. River Ryan for the Drillers. Adam Samaras for the Arkansas Travelers. Well, the Comets will look to continue to try to go 5-0 when they take on the Chilhuahuas tomorrow night. It'll be a 6:05 first pitch. Landon Knack looking to get back into the win column after a rough outing. He's 2-3 with a 2.92 earned run average. Victor Lazagara, who got the loss the last time these two teams met in Oklahoma City, he will get the start for the Chihuahuas. He's 0-3, 5.20 earned run average. 6:05 first pitch. Gates open at 5. Tickets are available. Call 405-218-2150 or 57 or visit OKCComets.com or stop by the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark box office located on South Mickey Mantle Drive. It'll be open tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Our live coverage will begin at 5:50 with Comets on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeartRadio app. Today it was the Comets winning 6-5 in 11 innings against the Chihuahuas. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Comets. 5 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors for the Chihuahuas. Lunar Avila got the win, improves to 3-0. The loss went to Stephen Kolak. He falls to 0-1. Tom Cosgrove and Johnny Burrito got their 4th and first blown saves of the season. With the win, the Comets are 19-12. The Chihuahuas fall to 12-19. Chihuahuas have now lost 9 in a row and 11 of their last 13, whereas the Comets have now won 9 of their last 11. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios, my name is Dean DeVille saying good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks as always for joining us. We appreciate your listenership and your support and hope you'll do it again tomorrow on OKC Comets Baseball presented by Heartland Flyer.